Hi guys, and welcome to Rufus and Doofus. Chico and Rufus here today on November 3rd with an update that's going to cover a lot of stuff. Right, buddy? Well, the first thing I'd like to say is Rufus is doing 100% better. Those pills that the vet gave him are doing their job. They were for inflammation, anti-inflammatory, and yes, Rufus is doing much better. He's like walking on 3 3/4 legs now, so he's doing great. Very happy for that. What else is new? Hey, I wanted to say thank you to everybody for ordering the koozies. Yes, good response. I still have a ton of them left though. Okay, so just to give you an idea, I had 50 and I probably got like, I don't know, 25 left. So if you guys are still interested, I still have those. Also have bookmarks, and you guys know they didn't go really that well because nobody uses bookmarks anymore. And that's about it. So that's enough on that. What's new? Let's see. I am going to be leaving for Arizona very shortly. It will be next week. I don't know if it'll be the beginning of the week or the end of the week. I'm not sure yet if I want to travel on Election Day. Speaking of Election Day, I'm not in any way going to make this channel political, but at my age, to see two people such as the people that we have running for president, I am just disgusted. Is that the best that this country has to offer? We all know that there's so many better options for people to lead this country than what we have up there. This is a circus. It's an insult. And what's crazy is these people think that we don't know it, but I hope we know it. Gotta be a sad thing to sit here and think that people just don't believe what's happening is happening and how crazy and stupid it is. But that's it on the political stuff. I just can't believe it. If I'd have known they were gonna run, hell, I would have run. At least I'm honest. You know, I'm not a millionaire. I'm for the people and I'm for the Constitution, and I'm in, in God we trust. So that's that. Enough said. So, okay, RV life. Yes, I left on June 1st from Vero Beach, Florida, and I am now in Gonzales, Texas, at a very nice person's home, my friend Harley and his wife Sue. While I'm on that note, I would like to thank them very, very much for such a wonderful, pleasant stay. I can't tell you how generous these folks are. They are just absolutely wonderful. They let me stay at their, what I like to call the ranch, because it's so beautiful here. A beautiful piece of property. So he and his wife and his dad, 92 years old his dad is, and he runs circles around me. That's not a nice thing, huh? I mean, it's nice for him, it's not so nice for me. In any case, wonderful, wonderful people. Wonderful. And Harley is getting his back taken care of today as we speak, and I hope that he does well. And I'd also at this time like to ask everybody to say a prayer for him, because he's going through back surgery, and I don't think that that's a simple procedure. So if you guys be nice enough to pray for him, I'd really appreciate it. Send some good vibes his way. So that's it on Harley and his wife and his dad. What did I do while I was here? Well, I got to see a lot of the surrounding area with Harley and his wife. They took me out in the car and we took some really nice long rides. I really didn't do any video stuff because we were in the car, and it's kind of tough to do a video when other people are around, because they're talking, we're talking, and I think it's kind of rude sometimes to just be doing something so different, like recording a video. It's not very polite. But very, very beautiful areas around here. If you look at Gonzales, Gonzales is pretty famous for a little jail that's in town, and they also have some other interesting historical aspects about them. One has to do with the cannon, and they said come and take it, and I guess they tried, but they defended the cannon. That's a story, you can look it up online. Other nice towns around here, not too far from San Antonio. It's really quite nice, very nice. The distance, everything is big in Texas. Yeah, you got to have a car, and you have to have a car that gets good mileage. And what's funny is most people down here have pickup trucks, and they don't get great mileage, but they got to drive minimum 12 miles to go get groceries, and to go anywhere. But it's worth it because it's absolutely gorgeous. So much variety. Texas has deserts, it has hills, it has small mountains, very small, but it's got them. It's a very, very beautiful state. By the way, the people in Texas, thumbs up. You can't beat them. They're great. Complete strangers saying hello to you almost every turn you make in the grocery store. It's just amazing. They are so pleasant as compared to someplace I used to live. I'm not going to mention the state, but it's way up north. It's kind of shaped weird like this, and it's got a bunch of big lakes on it. Yeah, not very nice up there. But my goodness gracious, I'll tell you, the South and Texas especially, just a wonderfully friendly state. What about RVing? I got to tell you something. If there's anybody out there who's thinking about RVing and they have any doubt about living in an RV, that it might be too small or this or that, or will I be able to do it? Will you be able to enjoy? I got to tell you, best decision I've ever made. I wish I'd have done this many, many, many years ago. It's great. You know, you don't have all that clutter that you accumulate in the house. You don't have all that space that you really never use. I'll tell you what I use. I don't even sit in this couch much. So guess what? My next RV, which I'm looking into, by the way, if anybody knows where I can get a real good deal on a Winnebago 27Q, let me know, because that's my next RV. I absolutely love that RV. But here I am. This whole couch area here, I don't need it. You know who uses this is Rufus, and guess what? Rufus can also find comfort in another area, so we don't need this big old couch here. It's great when you're parked, but it's not so great when you're driving this monster, you know, especially towing a Jeep. 36 feet with the Jeep, I mean, we're right up there around 50 foot. Yeah, if we're not past it. That's a lot to be moving around. So that's the only thing. If you're gonna get an RV, if you're a family man, things like that, you got kids, okay, a bigger RV. If you're gonna be parked more than you're going to be moving, a bigger RV might be okay. But if you want to do what I want to do, which is travel, I think a smaller RV is better. But I absolutely love the lifestyle. It brings me any place I want to go. You get to meet and see different things that you never would have gotten to see. I mean, think about it. You're paying rent or a mortgage in a place that doesn't move. Every morning you wake up to the same scenery. Every morning your local area is the same. In an RV, that doesn't have to be. Ooh, that rhymed. That was pretty good. So you can go wherever you want and enjoy. And I mean enjoy. Meet different people, like-minded people and such. And it's just amazing how many wonderful people are out there. So that takes care of that. If you're thinking about RVing, if you have any doubt, get rid of the doubt. Do it. You're going to love it. Okay. What else is new? Well, I did the unboxing video of the solar panels, and the solar panel install will be coming up soon, part 2. And I got to tell you, before you watch it, there's not a lot of detail about putting this thing on because it was hot. All right, and because I had just gotten done with that gas tank, and I got to tell you, older fart like me just gets to you. You get tired. It takes you a few days or even a week to recover sometimes. So, yes, I did the panels. I show where they are, basically where the wires get run to, where the controller is, all of that stuff, and how I put the monitor in the RV. So you're going to be seeing all that. That's coming up. And by the way, they work very, very well. Now, I want to address one question in particular. I haven't really been good about going back to my comments and answering them. I try and answer them on the video if I possibly can. But somebody made a comment about when I put the panels up there that I'm running 24 volts. Two 12-volt panels in the series is 24 volts. Okay, well, that doesn't mean that 24 volts is being changed in the RV. It's still a 12-volt RV, a 12-volt system, but 24 volts are being applied from the solar panels because they're now in series, and 24 volts is going to the solar controller. Actually, a higher voltage is more efficient to travel the distance. Okay, and I really didn't have a choice because they didn't give me an adapter to keep it in parallel at 12 volts because it wasn't necessary. So 24 volts is great on a roof. Also gives me the ability to expand to 800 watts of solar panels if I want with that controller. Had I kept it at 12 volts, it only gives me the ability to go 400 watts. Now what happens with that 24 volts when it comes off the roof and goes down to the solar controller? The solar controller automatically takes that voltage and turns it back into 12 volts. Okay, so there's a few people out there that thought my entire rig was going to be changed over to 24 volts. No, that is not the case. Okay, so I wanted to clarify that. Other thing, when we did the great chicken caper, okay, 3 chickens in total were killed. 3. The other 3, I think there was a total of 6, survived. Carl survived. Yes, so Susan was happy about that. Her favorite chicken did not get hurt. Other good news, none of the ducks were injured at all. None. So we had no problems with the ducks. How they escaped the dogs, I have no idea. The dogs are obviously belong to somebody here in the neighborhood or in the ranch neighborhood. They probably got out. I haven't seen them before that incident, and I haven't seen them after that incident. I understand that Harley may have talked to someone, one of the dog owners, and I don't even know if it was the dogs that did that, but mentioned that they were on his property and had gotten in and killed some chickens. And I think the word got out, so everybody's probably keeping their dogs in. Because here in Texas, you can shoot the dogs if they're on your property and they're doing bad things. So, you know, and I don't want to see that happen to any dog, because dogs aren't murderers by heart. You know, they're just working off an instinct. Half the time they think they're playing, and you know, they're a little rough. And I don't really think that they went out and said, let's go kill some chickens today. You know, got together and did that and formed a dog posse and went out and killed chickens. No, that's not what happened. But by the same token, dogs have instinct, and when they get together with their buddies, they more or less form a pack, and the pack hunts together, and they probably were playing their skills out, you know, and inadvertently, you know, kill those chickens. Terrible, terrible thing. But please, guys, let's not say we want to kill dogs. I mean, it's just not right, you know. Should they be chained up, put in a pen, something? Yes. But, you know, two wrongs don't make a right, okay? A dog is just not a murderer by nature. I mean, well, he is his instinct, but he's not out there like, you know, I want to murder some chickens today. That doesn't happen. So that's it on the chicken caper. RV is running good. Yep. Took her out to dump the tanks at one time there. We did a few miles, like 30 miles, and everything was running great. The gas tank seems to be nice and clear of all the residue that was in there, so we're great to go. And I think I'm going to be heading out to Arizona via, I don't want to go through San Antonio again. Those concrete barriers there along the side of the road, boy, they don't make me feel warm and fuzzy with tractor trailers going by at 80, 90 miles an hour. So I don't want to go through that again. I think what I'm going to do is leave here, go up to Fredericksburg, Texas. Just put that in the phone. I was using my Garmin GPS, but guess what? I like that Waze thing, and so far it's been really good to me. So I like Waze, and I'll program that in to go to Fredericksburg, and then from Fredericksburg I'm going to say let's head to El Paso or Quartzsite, one or the other, and that should put me right back on the I-10, and bingo, bango, bongo, we're on our way. We'll probably stay at the rest areas. I also have an app for the rest areas, so we're going to find a rest area before sunset, try and get in there before the truckers, and Rufus and I are just going to bed down for the night, have a cup of coffee and a shower in the morning, and bingo, off we go. So I should be to Quartzsite before the 15th of the month, and that is the latest I think I will be in Quartzsite. So, but don't hold me to that. You never know what might happen. In any case, I wanted to give you the update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give a thumbs up if you don't mind, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to be happy. All right, bye-bye.